Car Connectivity Consortium. So a bunch of smartphone vendors, a bunch of car manufacturers and head unit manufacturers, or the infotainment unit manufacturers, coming together to create a global, open, interoperable technology standard for how to connect the smartphones into the car and use them safely while driving. And what is essential to the work that we do in CCC is that we feel that connected car, it will be a huge industry. It'll be a bigger thing than any single company. Therefore, the technology standard that enables all this should not be a control point for any single company, but a genuine industry solution with equal rights of access, how to drive the development forward and how to drive the implementation. Here you can see some of our members, not all of them, a bunch of leading handset vendors, Samsung, LG, Sony Mobile, HTC, Nokia, of course nowadays Microsoft, and they are bringing the vision of where should mobile go in connected driving. And then we have a bunch of leading car manufacturers, Toyota, Volkswagen, Honda, Peugeot, Citroën, etc. And they are bringing the experience of decades of what works in the car. And it's really fantastic to see these companies working together, creating the standard. And of course then, in the market they compete. Beginning of this year, there were a couple of high-profile announcements related to this space, connected car platforms. And of course, coming from big brands, they get a lot of visibility in the press. At the same time, our member companies are shipping MirrorLink products. Toyota, Volkswagen, Honda, Peugeot, Citroën, they're all shipping MirrorLink cars today. So this is very much real. This is here and now. From the beginning, it has been designed to maximize the interoperability between smartphone and cars. It is the only connected car solution or technology which is operating system agnostic. So it doesn't matter what software you run in the phone. It doesn't matter what software you run in the head unit. It doesn't matter what brand of a phone or what brand of a car you have. That's our industry vision, is that it's open. So just like the consortium, anyone can join to impact the future development of the standard. In the same way, the MirrorLink standard is open. Anyone can implement that in their phone, in their head unit, in their car. That it is free of charge. There is no royalty to be paid to CCC. There are no licensing fees for MirrorLink as a technology. Really, the point of MirrorLink is enabling the industry to make a sustainable, profitable industry out of connected car by using a common communication platform. So we're using standard technologies such as Wi-Fi, USB. We don't want to reinvent the wheel by introducing auto technology, and that's it. We want those devices, whether it's the head unit for the car or the smartphone, to be tested in an independent third-party lab. And that ensures that yes, it is really following the standard, it will work correctly. The overall goal, of course, being the happy consumer who is online and who is connected, and we are enabling that, but at the same time, we cannot forget the responsible driving. We cannot increase the workload of the driver and bring distraction to the driver. And the apps, they also, car context, smartphone apps as such do not work. So we have design guidelines how to make the apps work safely in the car. But then for the app developers, when setting such requirements, we need to be very transparent and kind of guide them through what is needed from them. Phone apps are designed so that you look at the app. I was in the subway the other day, and I'm fairly tall, so I could see the whole train car, and half of the people are like this. Throughout the journey, they were looking at their phone, they were fiddling with your phone. Now, this is not the way you drive a car. So in addition to the technology standard, MirrorLink, how does the phone and the head unit talk back and forth, just as essential for MirrorLink is the driver distraction. And we have these layers. An app that is not certified, it will be not shown on the display. And might appear that we're blocking having apps in the car, but that's not the case. We are enabling having apps in the car. So, car companies know about driver distraction. They've been dealing with it for decades. App developers don't. It's a completely new area for them. So what we have done in CCC, we have kind of taken the essential things from those guidelines and we have written them in plain English for the app developers. These are the things you need to do so that your app is safe while driving. However, we are not introducing templates that this is how your app must look like, because that will kill the innovation and differentiation in terms of the apps. From developer perspective, obviously the kind of the traditional smartphone business of apps is getting crowded. You create an app and you put it into an app store, and there it is among 800,000 other apps. So good luck with your app. Also for the developers, all this stuff, the APIs and the guidelines, free of charge, so no cost for them. The one thing that developers really love about MirrorLink is there's no SDK. The app runs native. Our vision is that it should not matter what kind of phone you have, what kind of car you have. If one day my wife's car goes to service and she uses my car, it shouldn't matter. If my son borrows my car and has a different brand of a smartphone, it shouldn't matter. Consumers should have freedom of choice, for fundamental connectivity like this. And they should also have peace of mind. If 2 years down the road, I change the brand of my phone, I change the brand of my car, the services I love and grown to use in the car should not disappear. Doing open industry standard, this we feel is the right way to go. Then the competition and the differentiation happens on a completely different level.